Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Tajigen is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber VSinger form. We are many cosmic minds joined together to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence. Great to see you, Ichi! What do you mean, let's go stinky? What the hell are you talking about? What the heck kind of thing to say is that? I showered before the stream. I smell good. Who are you calling stinky? Who are you calling stinky? Are you talking about yourself? Yeah, that's what you're doing. Great to see you all, Tajigen. Great to see you all here on the Saturday evening stream. I do apologize for Fall Guys not happening yesterday. I decided to, because I was getting caught up with like certain things and like, it's a long story. It's a long story, but we'll come back with a vengeance next week because a new Fame Pass will be live next week in Fall Guys. Hopefully you could all get crowns in my stead. Hey, for your stead, for your sake as well. Get those crowns. Take a crown from me in the meantime. Be king and queen monarch superstars. You know? In my stead. Do that. But yeah, we also had the TSG stream earlier. We streamed Stray for the first time. That was nice. So we did that earlier today. And yeah, it was a lot for my PC. I wasn't able to test it more before doing the actual stream itself. But at least that's okay. That's okay. That went well enough, all things considered. So yeah. Now we are back to Knights of the Old Republic. No Japanese learning at this time. We'll be doing Knights of the Old Republic instead. Since it should still get attention, World of Final Fantasy replaced it as we pretty much finished the entire thing. Is there still content to do with it? Yes, I think so. Ideally, I would just leave it for one more stream and we end it at a neat 20. Although 21 could be a nice number to end it on too if we need to do a 21st. But then after that, yeah, I don't know. I guess we could take it all the way to 24 or 25, but then that's so many streams. Right? But for now, don't expect to see World of Final Fantasy anytime soon. The great, the Young Mirage Hunter, I think, is the big one we could do. But then going all the way to doing the EX dungeons. And well, it would be good to finish every side quest by also doing the one where we needed the lightning spell stones, but that's going to require some crazy grinding in the Colosseum, which we're not going to be able to do. Maybe we'll get some in those EX dungeons, but yeah. Or the intervention quests from Maxima. Those are the big things. I don't know what's going to be required out of those, though. We had another DLC quest that we did, which was the Omega God quest. I'm so happy that we managed to do it. That's also why it was not a requirement to get the true ending for that with that quest, you know? I don't know how I missed the one we needed for the true ending, but hey, not bad to be able to do the Omega God one, which I wouldn't have done had we not needed to do this extra stream for the ending, and also to celebrating the first anniversary, the anniversary of when we did the first World of Final Fantasy stream. It worked out that way, I think. But yeah, we have World of Final Fantasy replaced what would have been the slot for KOTOR. Stay tuned because I might go for other games. I'm considering doing certain things when it comes to KOTOR and maybe again shelving the Japanese learning streams for a little bit. I don't know, you tell me how you feel about that. Certain games I've been considering that I might go for, but well, not for now. Not for now. That's all I'm gonna say in the matter. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter. There we go. But for now, yeah, this will be a shorter than usual KOTOR stream because I am doing it like usually at this time. This is also why the Japanese learning streams end up being like 2 hours long. You know, it ends up being a bit late on Saturday evening for me. And I don't have to wake up that early every Sunday, but ideally I do. You know, it's much better if I do. And I am not somebody that responds well to sleeping less than I should, you know? So if I have to wake up early on the next day, ideally I'm also sleeping early the previous day. That's also why I do things a certain way. But yeah, what was I saying? yeah, we'll be doing it shorter. A couple things we'll be doing today mostly, and that's also why a shorter stream works. We'll be wrapping up loose ends in Dantooine. That's also why the title is Dantooine, Tatooine, give me the win. Great rhyme, isn't it? They both end in Tatooine, so let's do that. I'm looking towards the center, but every single time, that's the woe of being 3D. Having to recenter myself in all sorts of ways. I'm looking at you! There we go. This makes it even clearer that I am looking at you. But then when you see me here, it's more like I'm looking to the side, in a way. But now, yeah. The thing we want to wrap up in Dantooine is the Mandalorian Raider quest. I did look it up after the last stream we did, and we basically have to beat up all the Mandalorian groups we see. I'm gonna get Kandaro's Ordo for this. It's gonna be very fitting. And after we do that, we go back to the grove where we found Juhani, and the leader should be there. There may be something else to do in Dantooine, but I think that's gonna be pretty much it. And so after that, we'll leave for Tatooine. We are going to do Tatooine as the first planet. So the continuity order. If you know what it is, you already know what the second planet, the third planet, the fourth planet is going to be, because you can choose them in any order, which I love. I love it when a game does that. And they make it work anyway. Like, I'm used to that canon and continuity order, if you will, but in a future playthrough, I'll be doing the order differently. Maybe a dark side playthrough if I ever do that. I feel so bad being bad in a game, you know? I feel terrible. I don't even see myself doing that. Like in Stardew Valley, you know? I never see myself doing the Joja Mart purchase. The thing in which you get the Joja Mart membership and do bad things to the community. You gotta get used to the game anyway. That's better for a later playthrough, because you gotta spend a lot of money for upgrades and stuff. Putting a long story short, for those who don't know about Stardew Valley, so I don't have to explain too much about the game. I am hoping to do it again next week, though. I might be able to finally show a marriage. Oh yes, marrying to Abigail, because I already got myself the mermaid's pendant, and well, I wanted to set it up in a specific way. So we'll see how we do it on the coming stream, if we're able to do it. Stay tuned for that. I'll post the schedule as soon as I can for next week. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too messy and all that. Expect the usual suspects what we were doing this week. We can already talk about it a little bit. We'll still have one more stream this week, of course. Tomorrow we'll have F14 on the Twitch dimension. It's been a great week, though. Great events. The last two streams, basically, since we couldn't do the Fall Guys one, unfortunately. But that's okay. Again, we'll come back with a vengeance on next week. The last two streams we did were for a special anniversary, right? All my different forms. There we go. That PNG tuber that I was covering there, created by Ichinian, right there, right? We'll be seeing that on the entirety of tomorrow's stream. I think tomorrow I will do that thing, however, in which I start like this in 3D 100%, and then bam, I switch to that other self, that other form. Not other self exactly, more like another form. More like another form right there. And from there, well, until the end of the stream, I come back to this. I come back to this just in this way. We can do it like that, I think. We can do it like that. So yeah. We'll be doing that in FF14 tomorrow. FF14 Fun Day. Ooh. Oh, also, fair warning. It ended up being okay in the stream earlier, but the TSG, the different stream earlier, but I had some blackouts at the beginning of the day. The power went off for a little bit. I think as a result of a thunderstorm. It wasn't for very long, but you know how it can feel longer for things like that. Thankfully, it didn't return in full force, but there was a moment in which a very loud thunder struck near. Or at least it felt very loud because it was so near, I think, right? And then... right? Yeah, sleep is important, Ichi. Are you by any chance delayed on the stream? If you're hearing me right now, well, you're probably behind on it. Might be good to refresh. That was several minutes ago that I talked about sleeping and all that, right? Anyway. But yeah, the moment that thunder struck, there was a flash of electricity. Like, some devices restarted. Some things, like, went down for a moment. I had a fan on, and the fan seemed to be okay, but, like, my air conditioner, you know, did that thing when the power goes out, in which, even if it's off, it kind of turns on for a moment and opens up and then closes again. Some ACs do that, and it did that, among other things. My modem took a little bit of a moment to return, so Yeah, seems to be okay now. Perfectly okay. Yeah, it was perfectly okay for the stream earlier, so hopefully it's also perfectly okay for the stream we're doing right now. Alright? Hope your weekend has been going well, Tajigen. Your Saturday/Sunday. I'm still, this is still the week. This is still the immediate aftermath of me knowing I finally knowing 100% that I have ADHD and beginning medication with that. Beginning a certain type of medication, that is. Today I really felt the effects of it. I'm discovering more about how that hits me. And well, without going too much into the specifics, it did some very good things for me today, I think. So that's very nice. I feel very productive today, and I feel like I really took care of business today on Saturday. Like the way I always want to. So yeah. I'm coming in with a very nice spirit of productivity and a great feeling of reward and a great feeling of dopamine. See, you know how I always said that I never respond well to high difficulty games like Dark Souls, a Kaizo game, Cuphead, etc. I think that even was a result of the ADHD, because everybody always says that the thing that makes those games so great is when you finally beat them. You finally beat a boss or something, you get this amazing sense of reward. I never have felt that. And apparently that is an ADHD thing from what I saw. Or at least I've come to learn that recently. So I think that may be something that becomes better. I've always said anyway, even before this, even before starting treatment and all that, now that it's been fully confirmed, oh, you see how I'm losing my train of thought still, though? Feels like I'm the one letting my mind wander, but now I know better. Like I could have held on to my thoughts stronger. No. Not entirely dependent on me, if not depending on me at all. Not at all, maybe. But no, I've said before, yeah, I'm able to pick up that thought again. It didn't escape me completely. The train didn't pass the station completely. It's if it's something I stream, you know, I hate the look of Elden Ring. I hate the look of the difficulty in Elden Ring. But if it's about streaming it, oh, it becomes so much better. It becomes so much better. Hell, if it's something that can be done in a collab, even better. Even better. That makes it 100 times more fun and more engaging for me and more fulfilling. That's the word for me. It's not about just entertaining myself. It's entertaining you. So at the same time, as an entertainer, as a content creator, as a live streamer, as a VTuber, why do I feel the need to use every possible name for it? For clarification, I guess. Yeah, as all those things. It's always important to have a balance between things you do love, not just like, love, and the things that will be good for the audience to love as well, right? Balancing anything and reaching the very middle of something is always going to be a struggle, I guess. Well, struggle is not the word, but it is going to be something with difficulty. Hey, Ichi, I think you're out of the delay at last. That's okay. You know, the thing with YouTube is that I think if you're delayed, which I don't think is on my end, there hasn't been any lag according to OBS, so if there was any buffering, yeah, I don't think it was that. At least YouTube tells you by showing you the bar and where you are. Sometimes I notice late. Sometimes because my mouse, my gaming mouse has, you know, numbers set to it. Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Even 3 and 4, I think. No, 4 is set there, though I'm going to remap that one because I don't need it because it's close enough to WASD. Sometimes I hit one of those buttons accidentally, and on YouTube, you know, if you hit 5, it's going to put you in the middle of the video, or the equivalent of that on a live stream, right? And I don't notice I did that, depending on how much I'm paying attention to the stream or what I'm doing. I always have streams playing in the background. I've been having Evo. Ooh, I was able to catch the ending to the Mortal Kombat tournament, to the Mortal Kombat finals before the stream, and man, that ending right there, it was crazy. I'm not gonna say who won in case it's a spoiler, but it was a crazy ending. Like, you know, a low health bar ending with a comeback. From somebody who's won before, I will say that. I was like, oh, John freaking Smith. You know, they have a name that you can separate. Just without revealing the name, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's John Smith. That's John freaking Smith. But yeah. But yeah. That was me today. I was typing on stream and accidentally turned angry randomly because hotkeys. Oh, yeah. I've done that before, too. That's happened to me before, too. Hey, by the way, go follow Ichinyan on Twitch as well. It's like, it shows right there, Ichinyan, but E-N at the end. E-N as in English, you know? All together. Instead of the star and the Japanese name, Ichinyan. Just Ichinyan and then E-N. Follow her on Twitch. She did her first stream today! Answering questions for the group she's part of, Fanoya. And yeah, get her because my dear Ichi right here is close to a milestone on Twitch on follower number. Let's make sure she gets there. But for the next stream, ideally. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, Ichi, you're not gonna escape the collab we should do one day. Just kidding. That's only if you're okay. No, I shouldn't say that on stream. I'm doing another Tom Holland. But like an even worse Tom Holland, like... If I say something that's not gonna happen, oh, we're gonna play Elden Ring, and then it doesn't happen, right? Again, we're not gonna play Elden Ring for the reasons I said. I don't think so, at least. You know, if I do play something like that, it would have to be PNG tubing. PNG tubing, because it's very graphically intensive. Again, we have a nice PNG tuber look by Ichinyan, so look forward to that. Alright. I think we're ready to jump into Knights of the Old Republic. So yeah. But yeah, I always have this ambience. I've always loved that. Something that my human vessel was very fond of when he was a kid. You know, places where you could go. They still exist, but not as frequently as they did, right? I'm vibing to the music, by the way. That's why I'm moving like this. Let's vibe. Let's vibe, let's vibe, let's vibe, let's vibe, let's vibe with Khaiden Tajigen. You read my mind. There we go. But you know, there was this tale that the vessel didn't remember that his parents told him, in which he apparently got lost in a mall and they looked for him. He got lost in a mall at like 3 years old, I think he was. He doesn't remember it. And you know where they found him when they finally found him? In the arcades of the mall, staring up at all the arcade machines in wonder. And I think that's where it all started, even though there's no memory of it on the vessel, the human vessel, that we, the Star Cluster, have taken to become Khaiden Tajigen 100%. Not unlike a voice provider, is it? We just refer to it differently, in case what we're talking about is not clear. In case my language is not clear, but we'll just leave it at that. No, seriously, like, it's always nice. I always like... No, we always like having that ambience, so... It's always having that in multiple monitors. You know, eventually, like, my monitor on the right is a smart TV. Gifted to me, so it's nice to have it. I rarely ever use it as a smart TV, I use it more as a computer monitor. Anything that it has as a smart TV, I just have it on my PC. So, most of the time I'm using it like that. It's usually, if I ever have my PC, this might happen for the PC Upgrade Saga, I'm probably gonna use it for that when I have the PC on, like, repair or, like, maintenance or, like, you know, upgrades. Since unfortunately I can't do it, so I need somebody else to do it for me. Hopefully I do learn one day, but it's a high-risk situation to learn something like that, I always feel. Because we would be breaking very valuable, very expensive parts if we do something wrong. We could toast the entire PC, it always feels like. But yeah, we just have to be super financially comfortable for that. To be able to afford a failure like that. Or a mistake like that, but yeah. I'm hoping to eventually, also because of the budget, right? I've been hoping to save. There's still some other expenses that are worth doing here and there, but some of them investments, some of them things like this is a good offer. I'm not spending a lot of money, like getting the Fame Pass in Fall Guys recently, for example, at a very minimal amount for the show box I needed. But yeah, eventually I replaced this huge TV screen with a regular PC monitor, a high enough quality one too, if possible, and then I don't have such a huge thing, right? And I don't have to look so far to the right if I want to see certain things. But then what do I do with that smart TV? I still use it. I still have it on the side somewhere, and I'm always playing something there. But now without having to use it as a PC monitor, so it's able to independently run its own thing. I would be able to have like 3 streams now, or 2 when I only have 1. Usually that's what I do. I have a stream on the left, a stream on the right, Sometimes I listen to one of them. Sometimes I even listen to both of them. Sometimes I listen to neither of them, but it's good to have the footage. Or not a stream, but some gameplay or something, right? Since I've been into fighting games, not just because of Evo, but for other reasons, I have a lot of like Fightcade replays or other replays of fights and all that. It's great. It's great. And it's nice to do it. And it's the nice ambience that I always love to have. And I want to keep having until this vessel ends his human life. For the rest of our lives. In this human-ish form. Yeah, 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 yeah. Video gamer Khaiden Tajigen. As a live streamer, I do the spheres of video gaming and more. But I also live my life in many ways like this. Because I'm multi-dimensional in many ways. Let's go. And so those are the vibes I like to have a lot. It's not always just about video games, right? I tend to have it in other ways too. But if I keep having 2 of them, then I can have 3 of them now. I will still use the TV for other things like my Wii, which I haven't played in a while, but hopefully I'll get back to it soon. I need to get back to Animal Crossing City Folk. I missed out on so much of it. This was meant to be the year in which I experienced everything I could experience in City Folk, but now some things I will only be able to do next year because I don't time travel. I refuse. I refuse to time travel. I'm gonna have a lot of weeds. Though I think some insects can only be found if you have like a Rafflesia, which grows when you have a ton of weeds that you haven't taken care of. So maybe I'll take that opportunity to get those. But it's so funny because now having streams on the background on both monitors when I'm not streaming, I used to have TweetDeck open at all times on a monitor on the left. But then TweetDeck basically died. They did a lot of things that made it inaccessible for me and unusable for me personally with the way I was using it. It was so perfect because being able to monitor multiple accounts and monitor the Command Writer Daily account was always so great. So great. But I gotten used to not using it anymore. That being said, if I do have one of the other monitors come in, I'm hoping to make it be one that I can flip vertically, and I'll make it a vertical monitor, and I'll have things such as Discord and Twitter itself too. It's not as real time as TweetDeck was, but hopefully it can still be good or something like that. And of course, I'll probably have stream chat or something of the sort. Although I don't feel like I'll need to because my stream chat is always on OBS. And I even have the dashboard open, usually. I don't time travel, no. I know I give the impression that I do that a lot as a multidimensional maniac and all that. Going through the cosmos and all that. I do it, but that doesn't mean I do it all the time and everywhere. Animal Crossing, better experience without that. Yeah. I want it to be part of my daily life, with time passing as it does outside of it. And it really makes things better. Although I haven't picked it up in a while, but yeah. The hyperfixation with it just ran out, which I had late last year and an earlier point of this year. Hopefully I can still buy a 3DS and get New Leaf, because that's what I was hoping to do. It keeps escalating because I technically have 3 villages. I also have the GameCube one. I have a very, very old village there. And I was even hoping to create a new one. Create the save and all that. It's a long story, but New Horizons, City Folk, and GameCube. But yeah, you know, I haven't visited all of them. What I wanted to do in New Horizons is to get 8 characters in it, decorate their houses in fun ways. I created one, but then I didn't go for the others. It's a long story. And I was doing that in the GameCube one as well, only that is 4 characters. I wanted to do that in City Folk as well. I had all sorts of maniacal plans. We should stream New Horizons more often and do those characters though. I feel like we should. If we can establish Wednesdays or some day like that in the morning, maybe even Fridays will be replaced with that for all I know. And we'll do something different with KOTOR somehow. But, you know, chill mornings like we had a couple weeks ago or last week. Yeah, with Stardew Valley on a Wednesday morning. We established something like a cozy game time for that. Animal Crossing can make a comeback in that way. And let's have a New Horizons stream here. Come to think of it, I've never streamed New Horizons here on YouTube, have I? Well, we're gonna have to do something about that, aren't we? Have I streamed? Wait a minute, I feel like I have. Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see this. Or you can all confirm to me if I have a stream from New Horizons. Where the blazes? Let me search. No, I just searched Animal Crossing or ACNH maybe? Let's search. I have over 100 live streams on the channel after all. No, I haven't streamed it. I probably considered it, but ended up not going for it because other things took priority. Yeah, we could do it. I could even see it on this time slot working out. But since I am not gonna do it with time travel, then you would always be seeing things in nighttime, based on the time zones I go for that. We need to do more collabs over here too. The only one we have here still has been fast mode with Blendril. I think we're due another Fall Guys stream over here, but if we do Fall Guys next week, as I'm planning, that's gonna be on Twitch. That's still gonna be on Twitch. But it's good to have a balance of both, right? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Scrolling down through my streams. I think it's been long enough of Satsudan. Let's go for Knights of the Old Republic. We do have a few things to do. Oh yes, I think based on how we're gonna do things today, we can afford to have a full 30 minutes of Satsudan at the start of the stream. But alright. Let's Tajigen travel now. See, I wanted to say something like playtime's over, but playtime's about to start, rather. Chatting time's over. Satsudan wa owari da. Asobi wa owari da. Asobi wa owari da. Instead of saying that, I say Satsudan wa owari da. Satsudan no toki wa owari da. There we go. Hey, we can still bring the Japanese learning after which one was my save file? Even after the Japanese streams, even if we're not streaming in Japanese. This was a save file, right? Why did I have it on game 2, I think? I do see there's more playtime. I still don't know what the places is going on with the amount of hours they say there. It hasn't been 236 hours, for heaven's sake. No, this was... Okay. Just in case I did something wrong here, is the reason why I saved here. Yeah, this is what reveals to us the Star Forge and all that. This is after that, I'm pretty sure. We have Mission and Bastila with us. We are not yet gonna leave Dantooine. It's time to wrap up the loose end with the Mandalorian Raiders questline. I get the feeling we beat up all the Mandalorian patrols out there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a lightsaber and I have a vibroblade now, which is weird to carry around for now, but eventually I'll get myself a second lightsaber. I think I heard that one of the Mandalorians, the Mandalorian leader, or one of the goons that they have with them, drops a lightsaber, actually. Yeah, it's gonna get a bit loud, though. Let's keep that in mind. Let's get Canderous with us. We'll have Canderous and Bastila. How about that? Or no, I have a better idea. Let's get Juhani out with us. Let's give her field experience already. Juhani, you must confront your inner demons once again. I know it's hard. I know it's very early, but we must do it. We must head back into the grove where your dark side manifested. Everybody has a dark side. Yeah, she has the Jedi Knight robe. That's good. She looks good with it. She has a blue lightsaber. Eventually, I'm going to give her a second lightsaber, and that lightsaber will be red. And there we'll cover all the available lightsaber colors. I'll have 2 purple lightsabers, most likely. Because I'm going to dual wield, right? No, wait. No. It's going to be a double lightsaber. Yeah, just like Bastila. We're both Sentinels. So I'll have a dual lightsaber. I could go for 2 of them. Just like in the Old Republic, just like Juhani is going to later, but... Yeah, I should give her the lightsaber I pick up. It's not for me. Not really. It's just until I'm able to get a double lightsaber. I don't remember where the places you get that, or maybe you modify a regular lightsaber, I'm not sure. But yeah, how great it looks that it says Khaiden Tajigen right there. It looks so nice. But yeah, I'll have a purple double lightsaber. Bastila will have a yellow double lightsaber. Juhani will have red and blue lightsabers. And a future character who is gonna be a Force user with lightsabers will have a green lightsaber. A minor spoiler there, but that's okay. I'm not gonna say the name of that person.
Yes?
Just be on the lookout for all the Jedi or Sith or Force users we encounter. One of those is gonna be a companion. Who that's gonna be? You'll find out. It's not gonna be literally the first Jedi we encounter necessarily. Oh, the first Jedi we encounter outside of Dantooine is gonna be you. No. Or the first Sith. We may still have a Sith companion with us who is being redeemed from the dark side, or at least who's not dabbling as much in the dark side. Kind of like one of the companions for Jedi Knight in KOTOR. Yeah, I still want to get back to it, but yeah. Might be good for the Team Set Alpha Gaming stream as well, for TSG, as I said. The TSG dimension, as I mostly try to refer to it as... Bleh, I'm losing my grammar. I'm losing my English grammar as I say things elaborately. Whether ADHD medication or not, I think it's just my nature maybe to never be able to say things in a few words. If I can say something in 5 words, I'll end up saying it in 20, 25. I don't know. It can be great, it can be charming. But it's also like, sometimes I wish I was more succinct, but whatever. Juhani, what's up? It's not gonna help to have Canderous. He's gonna say some mean things probably, but what's up, Juhani? You have something to say?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Why do you call me Padawan? Anyway, I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Aren't you a Padawan still also? Tell me, how did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
I love her energy. I forgot how much she had that. Maybe because she's of her experiences and also trying to suppress the dark side that manifested in her before. She just has a very lo-fi energy of sorts. Almost like if she were a streamer, she could be good at ASMR maybe. Yeah. She would bring that chill energy, right? Yeah, we're a unit. All of us, all the companions so far. We still have a few more to go, right? It's 10 characters in total. You, the player character, and 9 others. That makes like a nice number right there, 10. Oh yeah, 10. I could consider 10 one of my lucky numbers in many ways. And we have it here, right? Khaiden Tajigen, Mission Veil, Pastilashan, Carton Assi, Canderous Ordo, Juhani, T3M4, Zalbar, and 2 more members that have yet to be revealed in this unit. We keep collabing in all sorts of ways all throughout the galaxy far, far away. We are superstars of a galaxy. We are the idols of this galaxy far, far away. That doesn't sound like a very Jedi thing to say. I don't care. I'm a different kind of Jedi anyway. I'm a special character. I'm the Shujinko. Ore wa Shujinko desu. Ore wa superstar Tajigen Khaiden. And thus, as a protagonist, that's what Shujinko means, by the way. Yeah, I get to have that energy if I want to. That's okay. I'm staying in the light side. Don't send Master Vrook Lamar to scold me or whatever. Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came. Although, perhaps I was not entirely ready for it. Or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Of course, Juhani. Thank you for sharing that. She thinks that's boring? That's such a nice story. That's such a nice background to become a Jedi. Yeah, there are a lot of emotions put in there, and that's also why she fell to the dark side and all that, but it's such Such a character story. See, if she were a streamer, she has a great story to relate to. She would be so successful. Let's keep relating everything to VTubers and VTuber groups and units and things like that, right? Let's just keep making all those analogies. Yeah, I like that, actually. I think. Yeah. That could be a good analogy for this. Now, every single RPG I play where we have a party, which are most of them, is gonna be like that. I should have done that with World of Final Fantasy. It's not quite the same though, right? It's more like it's Lan and Rain and their Pokemon-like companions. But even Pokemon would fit with 6. It's like a unit of 6. Seriously, I can be an absolute. I can just be an absolute maniac about that sort of thing as well. Have I ever told you this? How I can be a maniac about numbers and about groups and squads and all that. I remember I made a tweet about that. No matter how many members they have, teams of people. I should get more into Super Sentai for that reason, right? You think I would be more of a Super Sentai than a Kamen Rider person? But just teams of people are fun. VTuber units, VTuber groups, wonderful. Alternative Idol Constellations, check them out. That's what the Alternative Idol thing between brackets at the end means. Check the description for more about members. We just had a new coat of paint with a new logo, some new assets and all that as we're working on some things. And hopefully we are releasing a new cover soon. Actually, yeah, this is a good time to tell you. A new release came out in collaboration with another VSinger group called Gleam. And by the way, Alternative Idol, as the first unit, as part of his first unit, Constellations, we're more of a VSinger group. Whoa, Candaros, don't scare me like that. We're more of a VSinger group than a VTuber group. But there's definitely VTuber stuff in there. I mean, I stream, right? I live stream. Other members stream as well. Check them out. But yeah, mostly think of us as a VSinger group, I would say. And so we're doing our best to release more covers with more frequency and all that. We have Tokimeki runs at the beginning of the year. Then another one with a former member, Rika, and Ace. A Valentine's duet, which is still great. You should watch it. But then we did a collaboration with Gleam. 3 of our members, was it? I'm not part of that cover, actually, but like a few members of Constellations, of us, Alt Idol Constellations, were part of it, singing with some of the members of Gleam. Check out the Alternative Idol Twitter in the description or the Discord to see, or search for Gleam, just as it sounds. If you search Gleam and Alternative Idol, chances are you'll see it as a result. The song is called You, which was covered. Now, I may not be part of that cover, but it is important to promote it as part of the group. And, well, you want to hear my voice with the other Alt Idols again, and with some members of Gleam? Stay tuned, because there's still one more cover in collaboration with them. Because that was published on their channel, on the Gleam channel. There's one more coming to be published over in our channel. Stay tuned for that. And well, I think it's safe to tell you, right? This is not a Tom Holland. To tell you that my voice is there. Who else is there from Alt Idol or for Gleam? Or from Gleam? You'll have to find out yourself. We love Alt Idol. Yeah, let's go, Ichi. But I love those sorts of things, you know? Groups of like, starting with 3 because 3 is a crowd. That's something to be said about the single character, the single protagonist, or even a lone wolf, or the duo, right? Again, Lan and Rain proving something great right there. A duet, a duo, that kind of stuff. But then 3 is a crowd, and I love crowds. Not extremely big ones either, but, well, unless you're cheering me on in a stream or a concert, or the millions of stars watching from the sky. I have millions of stars watching every stream. Just remember, when you gaze at the stars, they gaze back at you. But yeah. There's something fun about like thinking of a group of 3, then a group of 4, and how different that is from a group of 3. A group of 5, like Super Sentai has a lot, but they also have a group of 6 with the 6 Ranger a lot. 7, a very nice number, the 7 Samurai, the 7 Legendary Riders. 8, something nice about that. 9, like the Fellowship of the Ring, like Alternative Idol Constellations. All the way until 10, maybe, as the maximum. When we get to the 2 digits, things kind of change. There's an argument to be made for the groups after that, but it starts getting a bit muddled. There's something very unique about the way a group feels with each of those numbers and the single digits, all the way until 10 or something. This is kind of interesting. A holy trinity, a trilogy of things. Well, not trilogy, but like a trinity like we have here, right? With the 3 of us. what other game has 3 in a party? Final Fantasy 7. I think maybe Final Fantasy 8 has that. And well, the classic Final Fantasy 7, though, I think even the remakes keep the party at 3 to an extent. I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that, but yeah. Let's go to the Grove. Yeah, let's see if we find our Mandalorian friends right here. Juhani, let this be part of your redemption. And Canderous, let's show them what a real Mandalorian is like, shall we? Let me see, because I think this doesn't lead to the Grove exactly. These are going to be tough enemies, by the way. It's a tough boss. And Knights of the Old Republic so far has been much more difficult than I remember, as this is my 3rd playthrough. My first 2 playthroughs, though, I didn't finish due to extraneous circumstances. Is that the word? Extraneous? 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 I don't know what the blazes I'm saying. Due to circumstances beyond my control. There we go. Let's say it like that. Nice waterfall. It almost feels like it leads to a nice, calm place, right? It ended up being a place of corruption for Juhani. But we mostly have cleansed that by now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think we are about to wrap this up. Or no, there might be another group of people. One thing everybody recommended is that you keep throwing grenades at them. Since mostly they're going to be range attackers. Let's save the game again. Just in case I'm saving it too close to them. And if I reload it, they appear again, I'm going to save it here. And I could keep going on and on about that topic again. You know, about... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's plant a mine here.
Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock.
Hopefully I'll get out of the way. We're a bit far away, though. No, I'll have to stand over there. Alright. Let's throw grenades. Let's see what grenades we have available. Like, one of those that I love, going back to that topic again, is 4. You know, the 4 Heavenly Kings. Shiteno. You know, you have any idea how much I love the concept of the Elite 4 in Pokemon? The 8 gym leaders. My god, it's so much fun. And then the champion on top of it. In a way, being a group of 5 with the champion, but the champion also being its own separate thing. Kind of like you have the 6 Ranger in Super Sentai, you have the 5 and then the 1, but also the 6 of them together. They're able to be both at the same time, and it's a lot of fun. Or sometimes it's more than 2 Rangers. Why am I not able to throw the grenade? I'm gonna have to get closer, aren't I? Why is it not beginning combat? Oh, wait. Okay.
So this is the meddler.
Okay.
You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
I love Canderous' comment. Canderous, why don't you do us a favor and show them why the Mandalorians truly should be feared? But hey, this Sherrock, the leader of these Mandalorians, I think we can refer to him as a he. He's not just bark, he's also bite. He can back up those words. There's gonna be a tough battle. Let's begin with a concussion grenade. Just like that. Canderous, if you could do me a favor and also throw a grenade at them. Make it be a plasma grenade for maximum damage. Juhani is gonna be the problem. Let's see what power she has available. Yeah, she should be doing those sorts of things. Stasis, yeah. Keep putting them in that mode. I gotta be careful with myself. Let's put them at 4s. Or tell you what, let's throw another grenade. Yeah, somebody's dead already. Okay, I did not expect him to get into melee fighting, but that's okay. We should have Canderous continue to throw the grenades, I think, but I'll try not to do it. If this strategy doesn't work out and we end up dying or something, then alright. We'll, let's try to stun Sherrock. We should try to stun him. And I should have used that shield, actually. I should have used the Mandalorian melee shield. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to keep talking about the stuff I was talking about for Pokemon there. You could extend it further. You could have 8 plus 4, 12. And then the 13th, right? 12 is a nice number for a group as well. 11 is the one that's a bit weird, maybe. But 13 can be nice too because of the unlucky. That can also become lucky number connotation. 14 is maybe a bit weird, but then 15 works. Anything beyond 15 tends to be a bit too crowded. Talking about groups of people here, right? But 20 can work for a group, 25. After that, it's just multiples of 5 for the most part, maybe. I'm digressing, though. I remember I made a tweet about that. Yeah, before we continue with this fight, I just want to see what I said exactly in the tweet and the examples I used. Let me see if I can search it. Twitter advanced search is always good for this reason. Just to put my mind at rest. You know, I think my ADHD medication is helping me keep the trains of thought. But, group, for example. How did I say this? No. What did I say? Unit? No. No. I don't remember how I said it. It's already been long enough that I'm not just gonna keep scrolling through my Twitter just to see that. Let me see, 4 maybe? Yeah, there we go. You know, the concept of things, I said it at the beginning of May. The concept of things like Holy Trinity, the 4 Heavenly Kings, Shiteno, the traditional 5 Super Sentai Rangers. I love them all so much. You know, here's a number between 3 to 12 or so. This makes a kick-ass squad, each in its own unique and thrilling way. Get hyped! And I showed some images for examples. The Fellowship of the Ring, which is 9. Changeman, as an example of a Super Sentai of 5. The legendary 7 Riders, 7. A team from King of Fighters, for 3. Or you know, also, if a game ever gives me like 8 gym leaders or like the 7 wizards to defeat or something, I'm like, let's go, I love this. I included pictures of 8 gym leaders from Kanto and all the robot masters from Mega Man. How many were they? 7? No, they're 8 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I suck at Mega Man. I'm not good at those high difficulty games either, as I said, but I do feel like, funny enough, my new medication has helped with that. Oh my god. The dopamine or what have you. But yeah. Okay, so there's still about 2 of those alive. I need you, Kendros. I need you to kill them. Throw a grenade at them, please. A frag grenade might be too low damage at this point, but I'd rather be a bit stingy with it. If I'm being a bit too frugal, if I'm being too frugal about this, then yeah, let's not do that. Juhani, don't run to them. Don't run to them. See if you can put them in stasis instead. Yeah, there's still 3 of them alive. I'm losing health fast. I don't know. Like, it's meant to be a super difficult boss fight, but let's reload, because I don't want to get killed here. I want to see if I can start this better. Yeah, we did it here. We'll skip the dialogue if necessary. It's meant to be a super difficult fight. Let's activate the shield and the stims before the battle. That's what they were recommending, that you just activate like a lot of things like this, and you also, let's use the battle stimulant. We want the others to use them too. Adrenal, energy shields, first of all. Adrenal, stamina. As well as a shield, I would say. All their shields, everybody's shields. And Canderous. And also adrenal alacrity? No, adrenal... Yeah, adrenal alacrity. Alacrity increases speed, right? Sometimes it feels like stamina is the one that increases speed. Let's save the game again, just so I can have the buffs and I don't have to do them again if I have to attempt this again, which I feel will be the case. But yeah. Perhaps I'm more willing to do super difficult things like this.
Is what I
will...
Alright. Let's do this again. I'll begin with a concussion grenade. If we can stun them, that would be great. Let's try a poison grenade, because I really feel we should try to poison them. It's Juhani I'm worried about. I'm worried about her moving where she shouldn't move. Because if she goes... Or it's also myself, controlled by the AI, that I'm worried about. I need to stop everybody from moving there. But alright. Plasma grenade, that's the one that really brings in the damage. And let's try to put Sherrock on stasis. They're probably going to save throw. There we go, poisoned. Who else has been poisoned? A few of them. Most of... yeah, a few of them got poisoned. That's what the poison grenades are for. Somebody has died already, but let's not lose focus on what we're doing. I have the Mandalorian melee shield that's going to help immensely. I'm going to throw a frag grenade at them. They're gonna remain ranged. Juhani walked here, but she's hitting Sherrock, which is important. We want to make sure we're also hitting Sherrock where it hurts. Let's try to do a Force Whirlwind on him. I lost quite a bit of health there. My controller vibrated. All right. Yeah, the frag grenade did a little bit of damage, but not as much as I hoped it would. There it is. That's what we needed. While they're stunned, Canderous should be the one throwing the grenades, I think. There we go. Yeah, we just have to get used to pausing a lot and just taking our time with it. Almost like a turn-based RPG, right? This is the way we set it up in World of Final Fantasy, in a way. I'm getting more used to it. Again, maybe my ADHD medication is coming in and just keeping me more focused, huh? Oh, yes. What does an ion grenade do again? I can check here. It's okay, we can pause. If we ever do have that remake for Knights of the Old Republic, I doubt the gameplay is going to be like this. It's going to take some getting used to. I would do my best to play it, though. Like that, the right way. Where do we see the grenades again? Can we see them here? They should be here, yeah. Cryoban. Yeah, we shouldn't use that right now. Ion. Yeah. This is for droids or if they're using personal shields. Yarok, I think, was using one, but it's too late to use this. Let's not use that. Sonic would be good, actually, for stunning them. We should keep trying to leave the stun on them. As long as Sherrock remains in stasis like that, that's perfect. Force Whirlwind. Let's try to do another one, for that matter. So that we can keep it at that, while Juhani brings in the damage. This is a strategy. I'm gonna use a med pack on myself. There we go. Well done, Juhani! Bringing the final blow to Sherrock right there. Nice. Okay, let's do a Force Whirlwind on one of them. We should not underestimate them either, but I think it's all downhill from here. Let's go for a critical strike. Nice. That's the strategy that made the difference right there. Let's save and save file number 1. There we go. Great job, Canderous. You showed them what a true Mandalorian is. It's nice to have you in the party. And Juhani, hopefully that was a good learning lesson for you and your, try not to give in to the dark side and all that. Hey, I'm here to get excited with Canderous, but not in a way that makes me give in to the dark side. See, in many ways I fit the purple lightsaber personality. We don't have like the thing they do with Kyber crystals in canon here. In the canon continuity, as this is the Legends continuity. But I know they've been talking about it in the Acolyte. I just don't know to what extent because I haven't watched the series. But this is something that they've been talking about in the new continuity. Well, not that new anymore. But, they've done it for a while. It's just, I think now is the first time they really show it in live action. I think they showed maybe some of that in Ahsoka, which I haven't seen yet either. But yeah, the Acolyte, I've heard fantastic things about it. Like the little clips I've been seeing, dude, people have been killing it on that. Really good stuff. But yeah, look at this. Verpine cardio regulator, sonic nullifiers. I'm gonna have to see some of these things and equip them, maybe. And those lightsabers, yeah, we want to take a look at them. As a matter of fact, this one, is it a blue lightsaber or a purple lightsaber? I should be using it. Red lightsaber. Let me... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Blue and orange. Until I can get myself that beautiful purple crystal. Yeah, we won't be doing that. But anyway, I was digressing, right? I was going off topic a little bit. What I wanted to say was that even here in the Legends continuity, certain lightsaber colors are meant to match certain personalities. So the Sith still went for red lightsabers, but they were more of a choice to show that they are very edgy and evil. It's kind of funny because I do think canon handled this better. So now it looks kind of goofy that you choose the colors rather than have the colors be a consequence of how you are in the Force, right? It is better though because then I can choose to be purple one way or another. But because the only way, so the personality that fits purple is of a Jedi that's so unorthodox that they're kind of close to skirting the dark side. Like, there's some aggressiveness in what they do, or there's maybe some excitement in their technique. They tap into their emotions a little bit more. All sorts of things like this because purple is the combination of red and blue. They're not making the crystals bleed. That's the only way you get red. But, which is, it's kind of like there's a bit of life into crystals and you you make them hurt. It's almost like, I think like kyber crystals actually are meant to be living beings to an extent. So you make them bleed. It also means that you're giving them pain. They're in pain. That's the dark side right there. And so, yeah, like that turns them red. But because of this, right, blue and red, it's between red and blue is already a kind of aggressive color for a Jedi. It's a Jedi that's more about lightsaber technique than force powers. It's a Jedi that's more about offense than defense. It's a Jedi that's gonna be out there doing missions. It's a Jedi that's gonna be more likely to use the light to turn on the lightsaber, right? Sorry, give me a moment. I gotta check something quickly. I'll be right back. Let's keep talking about this. I'll be right back. Omatase shimashita. Oh yeah, I forget. Sorry. Just somebody was outside. Needed to check quickly. Might have been a package. It wasn't. It wasn't here anyway. But it sounded weird. A package might be arriving. You know, it's great, right? Like, you have a package that's expected another day, but it ends up arriving early. I've had that happen a lot, which is both a good and a bad thing, I guess, but just in case. But no, what was I gonna say? I was talking about the crystal things, right? The balance, what purple can be like. That's what it means as for a lightsaber color in the Star Wars galaxy. In both canon and legends, right? Yeah, package. Nothing exciting, just something something for mundane stuff. If it were something stream related, oh, I would tell you. No, I was kind of talking about it on the TSG stream earlier today. I'd love to have a stream deck. But before that, there are other more important expenses because things are still very manageable without a stream deck. I think I do have it on the Throne wishlist in case you want to check my Throne. Find my wishlist at throne.com/Khaiden Tajigen as it tells you on the bottom of the screen. But yeah, before that, the thing I should get is an XLR station. Yeah, I kind of feel like this a similar thing, right? It makes you feel even more like a fancy streamer, like an absolute like artist in what you do, like a very techy, cyberpunk even. It really has that feel, like a pilot on a plane. You have all the levers and sliders and buttons and other things like that. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, that's the reason why Mace Windu has a purple lightsaber. He's more aggressive than the usual Jedi even is. And in Legends, Depa Bilaba, his apprentice, she also had a purple lightsaber, but then she fell to the dark side. On the method they use for combat and their approach to the Force, Mace was Windu was like one of the few that could use it. Her apprentice approached it, but she was not able to resist the dark side enough, so she fell to the dark side. And I think Mace Windu had to kill her even. Like, what it would have been like if it had been really bad with Juhani, right? To think that you can kill her, dude, that's so funny, but also so tragic. Because, you know, she didn't kill her master as she thought. She just thought she did as a test. But then you actually kill her. Like, you make it so much worse. And now we've heard her story. Poor thing. Like, you kill her, but that's the dark side. That's the dark side route. You can still have a dark side route without killing her. You just have her as a companion. If I ever go for dark side on this game, that's how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, Verpine headband. This gives me... But yeah, you know, I like to think that I would be a very unorthodox Jedi in that I go for excitement. I may not even be a Jedi. I would be like somebody who really strives to keep the balance in the Force and have both light and dark. But given how I can't even steal candy from a baby without feeling bad about it or something. I don't know. I can't even steal candy from a grown person without feeling bad about it. Maybe I would try to be more towards the light side, or maybe that's what makes you fall to the dark side. Who knows? But to such an extent that, you know, I like to think my Kyber Crystal would respond by making it be purple. Could even be... what do you get when you combine red and green? You get orange? When you combine red and yellow is when you get green. Yellow is more for like, even in canon, like, this is also why Rey got it. For somebody who's like a guardian of things. You're a guardian of the Force. Well, not like Jedi Guardian here. You know, because Sentinels are the ones that get yellow here, supposedly. But, no, not supposedly, but yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought here, but yeah, somebody who is guarding things, or who in the case of Rey, she had a legacy to upkeep, sort of. You're somebody more like that. A Royal Guard Jedi, for example, a Guard of a Temple Jedi, they had a lot of yellow lightsabers. So that's more Legends continuity, maybe. But yeah, I like to think I would fit what makes a Jedi like that. If something like that even fits in a Star Wars setting, maybe it's breaks the lore too much. To be like a Jedi about excitement and being an entertainer while still being a Jedi somehow? Yeah. But I can live up to the purple appeal, okay? We gotta make it be meaningful, not just in the usual way, but in the way that's accurate to the universe if possible. But yeah, that's all I'll say on the matter for now. The Verpine headband, will +3. The Verpine headband I have has will +3, but awareness +2. Sonic nullifier. Right, resists against Sonic. Replacing bulky ear protection, these items make use of newly developed counter-wave nullifiers. An innovation pioneered by shipyard workers, not the military. Light scan visor increases awareness +4. Yeah, I still haven't given this to anyone. Juhani... Oh, she can't equip anything there? Okay. I should give her the red lightsaber as I said I would. Does she receive a penalty, though? Hold on, hold on. She does take a penalty from that. I want to make her dual wield. No, I think a Jedi Guardian does well by dual wielding. But we should maybe hold off on doing that. I don't know. She looks so great like this. Look at that. What other reason could we possibly have for using a red lightsaber without going to the dark side, right? Somebody who keeps this as a reminder, but while still having an actual like lightsaber color, so that you don't fall to the dark side either. It's about that balance without turning them into purple. No, I also have purple for other reasons. It's not just about the balance or the ultimate fusion of light and dark.
Huh?
There are other ways of doing that. The balance of emotions and being a Jedi, more like. Yeah. This is for this will remain on Canderous for as long as we can keep it on Canderous. But this one, fortitude plus 3. Okay. Might be good for me to wear this actually. Although no, resistance versus bludgeoning is good. She has an adrenaline amplifier for more reflexes. This is gonna be for another companion. Let me see, who could use this? And the other thing I got too. I don't think Zalbar can wear a belt, can he? Cardio regulator, Burpine. Yeah, she should go for that one. She already had the regular cardio regulator. Yeah, okay, and Zalbar remains with that. Okay. There we go. We already had another version of that. So we went for from 42 plus 2 to 42 plus 3 for her. Having all these companions to choose from is so fun. But at the same time, because of all their unique dialogues, some of them even being responses to the responses and banter with each other. Because of that, it makes it so hard to decide who you want to go for. Okay, I wonder if I should... What does she look like with this? She kind of looks freaky, but in a good way that fits mission, actually. No, she should have this. She should have more awareness for her stealth and all that. She should have this. I'll keep that on her for now. Yeah. She's all about being stealthy, being a stealthy sort of scoundrel. Can she dual wield, by the way? No, that's Karth. That's Karth. Yeah, stealth field generator. She's just gonna keep that for as long as we can. The heavy combat suit, I'm not so sure about, though. We wanna emphasize that dexterity, so she's going back to the regular combat suit. It may seem like a huge downgrade, but no, it's just a difference of trading defense for dexterity. They trade 1 point with each other. So here, you have more dexterity than defense. With the heavy one, you have more defense than dexterity. That's it. That's it. Until we get a better outfit for her. And then T3, yeah. Well, we did get some new droid parts. Droid light plating type 2. Yeah, medium plating. Wait, what's the difference? Though more for the factory floor, plating of this type is seeing more general use. Light but effective, this upgrade can mean the difference between repair and replacement if a droid comes to harm. Medium, developed by engineer Hood Callan. This plating relies more on deflecting angles and exotic alloys. Cost can be prohibitive, though this is the most affordable model of the type. What's the difference? I'll give it light plating. Shield Disruptor, Stun Ray. We're not going to change that for now. T3 has no reason to dual wield, I think. This doesn't change. Finally, let's see if there's any good equipment for Zalbar. No, wait, we already checked Zalbar. Let's check Karth. We'll have Karth and Juhani. I do want to return to having Canderous with me, but I'll have Karth and Juhani. I fear Canderous might say something mean to Juhani. We're riding on the coattails of that victory. I'm going to talk to everyone when I get to the ship again anyway. We should get back there in a second. But yeah, let's see. There was nothing else for her right now, right? Next time she levels up, I'm going to have to use the thing that takes away the penalty from dual wielding. As soon as I can, I should do that. Oh yeah, she can take the oral amplifier now. There we go. There we go. As for you, Cartonassi. Yeah, it's good to keep his reflexes up still. Neural band. I wonder if we should try sonic nullifiers instead. What does he look like with them? See, aesthetics are important too. They kind of fit him, but they kind of don't. Actually, yes. those things would kind of fit me well too. Or Canderous. But this thing I'm wearing is nice too. Will plus 3, awareness plus 2, and this is just resisting sonic. Yeah, it's better to have this one. It's like the breath mask. Doesn't look as cool as I hoped it would. No. In Star Wars: The Republic, it would look better, but here with these graphics, it doesn't work as much, I think. But I will be using it if I do go for something where I'm expecting poison. All right, let's get back to the ship. I'm pretty sure that is all there is to do in Dantooine. We'll keep returning to the planet in between things in the planets we'll go to and all that. That's where we'll be buying the other expensive things we saw. The things that are worth like 8,000 credits or something like that. I could also grind Pasak off stream, but for now, I'm not going to do that. I'm more than willing to do it, actually. I'm not, I'm hoping to still submit this to howlongtobeat.com. When I beat the whole thing, I'm considering how to do it with World of Final Fantasy, now that we have pretty much finished it, but... for howlongtobeat.com, sometimes it's better to use the in-game time, especially here on the stream, right? We had 30 minutes of Satsudan at the beginning. I can't measure it based on the stream time. I can sort of add up all the hours and minutes of all the streams and then kind of round it down, doing a rough calculation of yapping time or BRB time or time like this. Yeah, this is yapping time too. I'm not playing the game as much as I'm talking right now. That's also part of the beauty of the Khaiden Tajigen stream. But that being said, it's usually better to go for in-game time for that reason if it has it, but the in-game time is all weird. It's all incorrect. 237 hours. We haven't played that long. Maybe 237 minutes, but that's not what it says. And even that, I'm not sure about. I think it's been way longer than that. 237 minutes. How many hours is that? Let me. That's only about 3 or. That's 3.95. That's pretty much 4 hours. That's been one stream. We've had streams of like 5 hours of length. And this is the 9th Knights of the Republic stream. Not as long as the others, but still, it all adds up to be way more than that. So I don't know what's wrong with the timer. Anyway, Kandaros, tell me another war story.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover.
Oh yeah,
I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond.
Picosecond?
It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Did it backfire?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it. Something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases.
I'm remembering.
What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
This is reminding me of something else. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything though. But like the story itself, I'm also remembering. Some memories are coming back to me. It's good to get back on KOTOR. Remember these things. I have more to say about this, but I'll wait until this is over. What happened next? Wait, an asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
The way he kinda like... Can I can I entertain you with something else? It's, almost makes me regret asking this story. Almost. But no. He's like, I knew you were the type to hear about other worlds getting destroyed. But we can still be a Jedi, right? That's the beauty of it. If you play the Jedi characters in Star Wars The Old Republic, you can also kind of like be like this to your companions and still be a Jedi about it, which is great to have a multi-dimensional Jedi like that. I think Anakin, for example, well, he fell to the dark side, but Anakin would have been like that. Obi-Wan Kenobi had his moments of banter, things that are not the traditional emotionless Jedi, right? Even in Legends, he could be like that. I could see him, maybe not so much with Canderous, but I could see him having banter. Or not this sort of thing, right? So going out of your way to ask for war stories, there's that. Yes, these are the opportunities to make your character more multidimensional, right? Multidimensional. You know how I love that word, no matter the pronunciation. But yeah, like, it's not just a matter of, oh, you kind of choosing the wrong dialogue in the game just to see all the dialogues. But that doesn't make sense. No, it can make so much sense in that way. And that's what I love about it. Doing this with your character. Anyway, can you give me some adrenal stimulants?
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a speed-boosting stimulant to help you get quicker. There any...
Alright, nothing more for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
And that visor that covers his eyes is really good. He's not wearing a helmet for a bunch of reasons. But that does make him look like a Mandalorian without a helmet that was still covering part of the face and showing fierceness, because there's also utility in that. That boosts his damage with his blaster rifle, after all. Do they have any other crystals to go for? I have no reason to change any of these lightsaber colors right now. Mostly we just want to upgrade them. I don't have any power crystals of any sort. And I'm not going to remove the crystals from the current lightsabers. Let's just keep it this way and keep changing the crystals as we get them. I'm so glad that battle went that way against the Mandalorian leader. What was his name again? Zorak or something like that? I already forgot. It kind of can be like a nice roast of like, ah, you silly villain, I don't even remember who you are, but it's just my ADHD making me forget names. Even of good people, even of people I'm fond of, I forget the names. I forget! Missions Vibroblade, we're not using the prototype Vibroblade anymore. If we need this for something else, we could take it away from the prototype Vibroblade. And then for armor, nothing new here. Not yet. Orange and blue is not too bad, or more like yellow and blue, but it does look orange at times, right? There's no orange lightsaber in this game, not without mods, I think. No pink lightsaber either. The lightsaber colors haven't really arrived, but there aren't really that many colors missing. Majorly, I would say, really, there's just white or a dark saber, which is black with a white light. I swear, there's such a thing as being able to do a black lightsaber, or at least gray, in which, see, if you notice how a lightsaber is, right? It's really a white beam with the color outline. But the outline tends to kind of color the whole beam, but that's kind of what it is, right? It's not like a glow stick, right? In which it's the thing itself that has the color instead of the outline. That's the difference, right? I like how they can feel like glow sticks, right? Right? You all want to support me, support your Khaiden with the glow sticks, but when we're doing Star Wars, do it with lightsabers. Just don't cut other people in the audience. Don't cut yourself while you're doing that. Okay? Is there a... Do we ever get anything here? I think one of the companions sometimes puts something in here, or... You can put things in here, right? Oh, we could get codes in the future, because we still stole this ship. We made it our own ship, basically, but yeah. I think companions in the future start putting things in here, or... You can just place items in here. I don't see any reason to do that, though. There's some key items that I don't need anymore, but are still in my inventory. Might be good to put them there. Gotta go now, but good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Ichi, for stopping by. If you are going to sleep, Oyasumi Nakai, for one way or another, thanks for coming by. Yeah, that rhyme was kind of intended, actually. Thank you, Ichi. Bye-bye. Otsukai-sama. Yeah, Otsukai-sama, because good work today. What's up, T3? Can you construct a programming spike from T3? No. We have enough of those, right? And I think we have enough. We could go for a grenade or two now. I want you to make me a grenade, Salvar. Alright, let's see what I can do. I think I have enough bars for something. Just a moment. There you are, one grenade. Careful with it. I think he probably creates frag grenades. Very well. Juhani, if you'd like to talk a little bit more before we part for
How may I be of
Tatooine.
assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nothing for now, perhaps later.
Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
Like, she's so nice. It's partly the regret, the repentance of what she nearly did in the dark side, but still, you know, still, it makes you feel for her. The dark side route where you kill her, oh, I wouldn't be able to stand it. The dark side route where you don't kill her, but then you make her turn to the dark side with you, I think is what happens. Well, at least she's alive. Maybe you make her see the true dark side and revel in it so that she doesn't feel bad about it anymore. She feels good because she likes the dark side now. Something like that. Let's talk to Bastila and Cart.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Educated guess from the way you keep staring.
I'm a Jedi. I am far too disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking, the bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses.
My emotions.
Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both
Not
our
entirely
destinies.
joking.
Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I could say the same to you, Bastila. You're also still a Padawan. With more years of training than me, yes, but still, you know. You should also watch out for the dark side. You may not think you have escaped you may not think you're as far away from its grip as much as you think you are. I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
See, the thing is, she doesn't take a joke well. When I joked with her, the way she reacted, when Garth joked with her, when Mission joked with her, the way she reacted. So she still has some maturity. In a way, she kind of lets her emotions get the best of her. It hasn't really gone to any extreme degree in that regard, but at the same time, it's like, you are still a Padawan in that way, Bastila. Feels like she should maybe have a blue lightsaber or a purple lightsaber in Mace Windu's style to an extent, you see? Mace Windu could also get so aggressive in his extreme seriousness, right? That's the thing about him, and that's for both canon and legends. But yeah, it works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Yeah, Bastila. See, we can joke around, but get serious when it comes down to it. Cart! Talk to me, Cart. And he heard all of that, right? But we can trust Cart on Assi. And we can trust Bastila with anything we'll say to Cart. So he might not feel the same way about it right now. But anyway.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Left out of the loop? I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
Right.
I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
That's a good point. But, well, I'm gonna tell him the truth. I wanna keep him in the loop. I see what the problem is, Karth. Very well. Let's trust you. Let's keep you in the loop. Let's take him. Well, long story short, they said there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way?
Yes.
I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Yeah. I am extraordinary, Karth. Not a very Jedi thing to say, I realize, but he's saying something very reasonable. No matter how much of a Shujinko I am. No matter how extraordinary I am and all that, right? Let's see. Bastila and I have a bond. Among other reasons, that's a reason why we have to do this together. That's all I'm going to say for now.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
Yes. I am not going to betray you. I am not, Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
I can fix him. I can fix you, Karth. It's okay. Lay all your love on me. Lay all your anger and lashing out on me. I can take it, Karth, for your sake. As a friend, though, in a friendly way. We can do that too, right? We got this, Karth. It's okay. I don't hate you. I don't even remotely dislike you or am annoyed with you for all this.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How different the tone is when he says the yes, what's on your mind. And here we are, the galactic map. We used it for the thumbnail. In case you didn't notice, well, we do have my big face and the logo behind me covering it, but I think you can tell now, right? If you saw the thumbnail. So yeah, we have many choices of planets, but really it's 4 of them. Wait, Yavin? Can we go to Yavin? These coordinates point to a small space station orbiting the gas giant Yavin. I don't remember this. When do we go to Yavin itself? Which is probably Yavin 4 where we go, but we're not going there yet. We should be heading to Tatooine. We have the 4 planets: Korriban, Manaan, Kashyyyk, Tatooine. Terrain, desert, canyons, native species, Jawas, sand people, docking, anchor, head, settlement. Dantooine, give me the win. Let's go. Let's Tajigen travel. The time has come to go to Tatooine. With the great Ebon Hawk. That's our ship. Not the ship of that criminal or whatever. We still have some things to unlock in here, but it's our ship. Let's see if we get chased by the Empire and we go into a shooting minigame. We might. Or well, the Sith Empire, right? But yeah. No, I think we're fine. I remember sometimes when you travel between planets, you get chased. You get the space battle sequence again, which is good. It's a good way to implement it into the game. We are still gonna have some soup races. I do believe some of them are in Tatooine, but don't quote me on that. Hopefully I'm not spoiling too much if I am right. Oh, here we go. But meanwhile, on the Sith Empire, with Darth Malak and company.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
That's not good.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak.
Oh.
He served under me when I still followed the Republic.
Soul. This is Soul.
You could say I was his mentor.
Soul.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
Kalo, you rascal.
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Yes, there's an extraordinary superstar among them, wondering why they were leaving me out of the conversation, not mentioning me. Because I'm very extraordinary and they know it. Man, Malak has such a presence though. His character model is so different than the others. I forgot about that. To really give him the presence as a final boss. But he really does capture the vibe that Darth Vader made us to stand there, which is great. And I love his voice. A Starforge map, and this is where we'll find the piece of the Starforge map. Here in Tatooine as we are arriving. That's what they're showing. You know, I think technically you can switch between planets. Like, I could just do a few things in Tatooine and then begin the Manan questline, the Kashyyyk, Korriban questlines like that. I'm not sure though. I'm probably wrong about that, but it kind of feels like I could do it. Even if I can, I'm not going to. That's not the way we're going to approach it. Here we are in Tatooine. To Tatooine! To his family, take him. As Yoda said in episode 3. But I'm no Luke Skywalker. I'm not coming here for family. I have a family. My companions are already here in the Ebon Hawk, aren't they? Bastila.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
It looked like it was in the... See, the thing is, this would be a good place to hide it, precisely for that reason. That's what I wanted to say, but anyway. It looked like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
It's exciting! A whole new world, hey? A whole new world! A whole new world! New missions everywhere, and enemies you've never seen before. Whole new world. There you go. See, I usually change the world part of that song into zone, because I'm talking about another zone in an MMO, but we can call it a world right here. Because it is another world, another planet at least in that sense. World can also mean another universe or another dimension. But yeah. So we get to preserve that original word from the song. That's literally the only part I remember of the song. Well, this like... but like... I don't know what's between that part and then this part, which is the chorus, right? I don't want to sing it too much because then... Who knows what algorithm, what detector is gonna like tell me I shouldn't do it. But yeah, it's a different version of the song. The song. Anyway, let's keep getting everyone's opinion on Tatooine. I didn't get to talk to Mission actually. Yeah, because I forget the layout of the Ebon Hawk.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Tatooine's just a desert planet. I hear the mining isn't going so well. I bet the colony gets abandoned before long. Well, that's all I can think of at any rate.
That thing about farmers being established and all that, like Luke, the Lars, Owen Lars, Beru, the person that married Shmi before them, that hasn't been established yet. Whoa! Why? Did you see the look they shared with each other? Wait a minute, I've never seen that before. Bastila just got like a bad look to Karth, and Karth returned it. Hey, what are you doing? Was that always part of the game? That's so advanced. For a like 2003 game or whenever this came out. Is that intentional? Did you see that? Wow. Huh. If it wasn't intentional, that was a really fun coincidence. Don't you look at like that to each other, okay? I'm not just creepily staring at you either. Like, Bastila, let's talk.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me? No, wait. Can you show me one of the visions again?
I can try. What would you like me to recall?
The vision we had here on Tatooine.
I shall do my best. Calm your mind and remember.
Yeah, that dialogue about speaking to her, I'm not gonna do yet. It gives you a good idea what it looks like. I'm pretty sure I already know what the place is, but yeah. Alright, thank you, Bastila. I'll save that other conversation for later. Let's, mission, where were you? Oh, what is this room? I don't remember this room. I think one of the future companions is in this room. For some reason, I don't remember it. I love this kind of vibe, though. That's what I was talking about earlier, right? Like the 3 computer monitors and then an extra monitor. Playing things and doing things as a workstation and all that. I want to get VR back. Again, my VR headset, which is more than a headset, it has sensors and all that because it's such an old one. It's an old one, so like, I've been having issues getting it to work properly with my PC. And that cable, it has jams easily. I actually bought new parts for it. Like, it's a new headset to replace the old one I had, and it's a new cable to replace the other one I had before. I can't justify purchasing a whole Oculus Quest 2 even. The price has been reduced nicely. I had to purchase more than that. I've had to purchase a cable to use it with the PC. Maybe not initially, but yeah. But I can't. It would be bad to do that when I should be upgrading the PC, right? I think it would operate well with the PC right now. Salbar, what's up? We're checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Oh, what's going on? Not right? What do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. I forgot about this quest. I think I know what happened, but I'm not sure. You might want to check out the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. Did we actually get a stowaway? I kinda remember what this was. This is a surprise, actually. An intriguing thing. T3. I want to ask you some questions. Just chime in if you ever have any advice. Okay, well, we won't talk to Salbar for now. Juhani?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Yeah, we can't ask her about the planet we're on. I wanted to see her opinion on it. Mission, where are you? Well, let's talk to Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
Do you know anything about this world?
Tatooine is one big desert with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. Do you have anything else you want to add?
That's it for now. Maybe I could have asked him for another adrenal stim, but that's alright. That's interesting about his world. I like hearing about a world that has more than just one type of weather and environment. We need more like that in Star Wars, though I can see why they don't do it, right? One has to think, and it's always my head continuity, if you will, whether it's Legends or canon, that there are a lot of worlds like those. We just don't have a lot happening in them. Or a lot does happen in them, but, you know, not in the main stories we experience. I think Corellia is supposed to kind of be like this. Alderaan was like that. A beautiful world and all that, but like... It was like Earth, but a beautiful version of Earth. Like an even more beautiful Earth, I think. Or at least the culture, you know, the very nice society it had made it be better. But yeah, more planets like that, right? Or Coruscant used to be like that until they industrialized the hell out of it and made it one big city and all that. Taris as well. But yeah. This thing where like the entire world is an icy area. It's so funny, right? It's more like, oh, it's like... Not different planets, but like different regions in a planet. That's how you make that's how you make sci-fi be like fantasy, but also it's like fantasy in a sci-fi disguise. science fantasy, if you will, right? Space wizards with swords, with magical powers, right? I do call Star Wars science fantasy. I think it fits that more, but I don't know. Lately, they've also been able to do a lot of sci-fi by not showcasing the Jedi as much, by giving emphasis to other things too. It gets really technical when you get into the ships and all that. But yeah, I think Andor was good at that. I haven't seen the series either, but I've heard, right? But yeah, I don't mean it disdainfully, though. I don't mean it disdainfully when I say call it science fantasy. The food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Let's examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate that theft was from pets or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by your companion so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. How do we do that? Yeah, we got ourselves a stowaway. I think it is somebody from Dantooine. I think I know who it is. I think I may know who it is. Oh, can we crack security here?
No
Probably
problem.
not.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. What is the stowaway doing and where did they stow away? Well, it's nice that the Ebon Hall can be big enough for this, but also not nice that we have a stowaway. I think it is somebody friendly, but I'm not sure. Let's resolve this. Tatooine can wait. We mostly are gonna do it next stream, so we can take our time here. It will depend. Where is Mission? Because oh wait, you think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you? When we stop to listen, they disappear. Where was Mission? Where was Mission again? Can I check the map? Because I need to remember where the places I could find Mission Bay on. Mission. I might find the stowaway before I find Mission, funny enough. But where was she again? And how did I get to her area again? Let me see if I can find her. This will get us out to Tatooine. This is Canderous area. I think I'll meet the stowaway first. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you? When you stop to listen, they disappear. Was it a person? I don't remember. But no, let's go through here. Mission, we wanted to talk to you.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
You know, that does fit her. I think she does look better and more like Mission without that visor, those goggles, whatever we want to call them. But it also does fit her and it's very Mission like that. Like special operations, Splinter Cell type of thing. Mission Bayo would be doing that a lot. It fits her. The stealth thing that she has going on. Oh, we could play Pasak, but yeah. I want to talk to you about your brother.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems. There might be something to what she said.
Sorry, I just took a screenshot because I love how she looks. I want something with her talking like that. You mean you believe her story now?
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
Give me a second. Just gonna check something quickly here. Okay, sorry. Just very quickly. Just checked something there. Making my VTuber self get wonky. But yeah. Let's continue here. Kind of like how you came to Terrace in the first place.
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
When the time comes, you'll know what to say, Mission.
Maybe. We'll see.
Dialogue.
I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerker Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Oh yes. We have important business here on Tatooine, Mission, and we'll do that. It's great that you have at least one important story to each of the companions like that. I think Did T3 have one? I'm not sure. Actually, I think T3 didn't have one and it was added as a mod. That was one of the mods that I used on my second playthrough. It's too bad I couldn't mod the game here. We're playing it on the Switch, but it's okay. It's better than nothing, I would say. But yeah. But yeah, what I wanted to say to Mission here was that I get the feeling the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Maybe Griff wanted to leave you to protect you, but I do think Griff is a bit of a sleazeball. Lena was very convincing in looking like she was an okay person, but, well, appearances can be deceiving. Acting and all that.
Hey there.
Do you know anything about the planet we're on?
I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by a bunch of worthless sand. I can't even figure out why Zerka Corp set up their mining operations here. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Do you feel like playing some Pasak?
Want to practice your skills, eh? Sure, I'll play a few hands. Just for practice, though. I don't want to bet with you.
No, we shouldn't bet. This is good for practice, too. Let's go, Mission. I'll just do this deck. There's no reason to modify it. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. I think this is good. We just have the deck fully set up. We can just, like, do it like this. Yeah, we were not gonna get away from Pasak from this stream. Even if it's shorter than the usual amount we've been doing for Knights of the Old Republic. Okay, let's see. 17, I can play the +3 card. Well, in this case, make it be +3. Just wanted to make sure I can play them right. The set is tied, Mission. Let's go. I am gonna play to win. That's part of the practice. I'll stand here. I'll stand. At 18. Ah, nice. It is nice to play it for fun against Mission. I am playing it safer than I usually would. I probably would have taken the risk of putting the +1 for 19. Instead of just ending it at 18. But let's see. 19 + 1. Yeah, this time, yes, we should play it. We still are at disadvantage right now, since she has 1 win now. Another tie was not what we needed there, but we had no choice. She was able to stand at 20. Ah, once again. I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Well, no. We'll just stand there. I could have done +5 to get to 20, but I didn't want to use my +5 card just yet. Again, I'm taking crazy risks or playing it safer than I should. I can afford to do that. It's okay. It's a casual match. Maybe I should have taken the casual match more seriously. As I said, we played to win, but I'm taking more risks than usual. Nice win, though. A natural 20! So I did manage to get a natural 22. Not just her. Not 22, a natural 20 as well. A natural 20 with 2 10s! A natural 20 for sure. Whoa, these games. This is so great when this happens in Pasak, dude. What the heck, man? What the heck? Why is it so thrilling? Why is this casual game so thrilling? Let's go. Okay, 24. Well, we gotta try to stand at -5. And we'll just stand at 19. Yeah, with -5. We should be able to get to 20. Ah, nicely done. Oh, I thought she was gonna say something. That's a shame. She should have some dialogue for winning or losing. She got the win there, and it was a very well-earned win. So I was like playing more casually, supposedly, risking less or whatever. But yeah, you think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. Where do we go next? From the direction of the cargo hold. Okay, let's go back to the cargo hold. Aha.
Kipuna, Bonanakichu.
A little girl? Where did you come from?
Selima Wanga
Naabs, mihut bad layas, aunts. I can't understand what you're... No, calm down, little girl. Sorry. What's up with her voice and her dialogue, actually? I don't remember that. What's up with that? Calm down, little girl. I won't hurt you. You Yuba Mina apps? I still don't understand you. I'm guessing she speaks a language I don't know, which is weird. Yuba mi kapsi? What can I... something is going on with her that doesn't let her speak normally. Her voice sounds so grown up. It's kind of creepy, though. What's going on here? Can you tell me your name? And she doesn't understand me either? My name is Khaiden, Tajigen. You are?
Mucho shakapaka.
Wabasusa Sasha. Sasha. Your name is Sasha, right?
Mucho shakapaka.
Wabasusa Sasha. Let me see if I can learn the language.
Tonki ba
Sasha na
non
SO1 in
tontek.
Bristek mi laesfa. Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Kipuna.
Manore.
Bona na
Manore na
kichu.
gondisen. Manore apps. She seemed okay, Mandalorian's bad. I get it.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
She's not Mandalorian. I can understand Mandalorian, but your words are all mixed up. Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to put that. I think I asked her something on the ship. This is why I should just wait for the dialogue. Okay, let's see. Does the name Lor Arca ring a bell? What about Rundel Ot Sulem? No. Where are you from, Sasha? Taris? How do you get on the ship, Sasha? No. Let's try to learn the strange language again.
Tonki ba.
SO1? Na SO1?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Me SO1. I see you or you see me?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
It's about you're hiding. Na SO1 is hide.
Tonki ba non tontek.
I didn't get all of that, but sure.
Selima wanga
Sasha na SO1 in
kunbikin.
Bristek. Bristag? What is that?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Bristag. Is a thing? Something around here?
Mucho shakapaka.
Making a swooshing sound, Bristag. I think Bristag is starship.
Tong abuk
Sasha na
shami
SO1
no
in
nok.
Bristag. Bristag mi laesfa. Laesfa. Everything is safe? Is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
Mi laesfa, mi stinqui in lesfa. Stinqui. Stinky, it almost sounded like. That panel. That's what laesfa means?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
No, I don't understand.
Tonki.
No, I think it's about sleeping here. Lesfa means sleep.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Bristag mi lesfa. The panel, all of this is your home. Lesfa means home.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
I think we got it. You're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I understand.
Mucho shakapaka.
How long has she been here? I think she's been the entirety of our Dantooine trip. She was there. She was hiding there like before Brejik, right? We stole it. The person we stole it from Terrace. The criminal lord we stole it from is Brejik, I think. I forgot the name, I think, but yeah. You said that before. What is Gondisen?
Mucho shakapaka.
Yuba Gondisen? Something about me, yes, but what?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Gondisen me. It's something you like, yes. Gondisen means you like it.
Mucho shakapaka.
Yuba Gondisen. You like me, I understand.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
Yuba na apps. Na apps. You said that when I first found you.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Apps me apps. Apps means hit. Is that it?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Apps is not Gondisen. So apps is to hurt. Na apps means no hurt. Is that it? I like to think that when I'm speaking this to her, I'm doing the same motions she's doing. Like for not hurt, for example, I'm hitting myself and I then do the classic motion with the hands. I shake my head while I'm doing that, or then I do the motion, an X with my arms. Not my hands, my arms. Hello, Eris. We're doing language learning. I just realized we're doing language learning on Saturday evening, Sunday morning in Japan. Not a Japanese learning stream today, but in many ways it has some similarities. So apps means no hurt. Is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
I understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Yum? What kind of word is that?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
It's a part of the ship? A room?
Mucho
She
shakapaka.
mimics an act which looks like she's chewing something. Yum me yum gondisen. Yum, you mean food, don't you? Yum is food. Ah, yummy. There we go.
Selima
works.
wanga kunbikin.
Yums que está one. Like, to make her understand what I'm saying, right? That it's food, I do the motion of eating food. With my hand and my mouth, right? And that's how she understands. I think that's what's happening. No gis? Is that all one phrase?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Then stabs downward several times with her finger. The floor. That means the floor?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
You're not speaking now? Nogis means now? That is not now or before?
Kipuna. bona na kichu.
I'm not gonna keep reading the other language dialogue. Just to make things faster. You want some food now. You're hungry.
Tongki ba
Tabe de you. What do you mean?
mucha shakapaka.
Oh,
Tongki
shoot.
ba non tontek.
Didn't mean to do that. So tabet means tell me about. I get it.
Tongki ba non tontek.
Let's just wait for her dialogue normally. Let's try to communicate with her.
Mucha shakapaka.
There is someone there who will take you home. Lord Arca. Hold on. Why are you hiding on my ship? Sasha na Isawan in Bristag. Yeah, I think we should read
Selima
it.
wanga kunbikin.
You came to the ship before. You were very scared. Why?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
You left the Mandalorians and hid here on the ship. Oh, the Mandalorians on Dantooine. But they took her so young that she was kind of raised by them. But they weren't really raising her. They just had her prisoner, so they didn't quite teach her the language the way they should have taught her the language. So yeah. I think we will be returning to Dantooine for a little bit before we continue with Tatooine. Tatooine, give me the win.
Tongki ba non tontek.
You don't want to leave. The Ebon Hawk is your home.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Let's see. I don't think we should ask the other things either. The Ebon Hawk is not your home, Sasha. Not your first home anyway. Bristag na Sasha Laisva.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Bristag mi Laisva. Tell me about your home before. Tabed me Sasha Laisva na Nugis.
Tongki ba non tontek.
Dantooine mi Laisva na Nugis. There is someone there who will take you home. Lord Arca Kistawan you Laisva.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Dantooine? Yes, you can go home. Obviously, she's not going to be fully convinced about this, but yeah. It's good that the music returned. That was a bit silent. This is very interesting dialogue, right? It shows why the player character knows so many languages. We have that skill to just learn them so well like that. We put those skills to the test. So yeah, we didn't have her. We didn't pick her up in Taris. It was in Dantooine with all the Mandalorians and stuff. I think we should fly to Dantooine then. Before we continue here. So we're just gonna fly back, I think. We might get into a space battle or something. Let me see the quest log and see what it says. After considerable effort, you have managed to communicate with a young stowaway, whose name appears to be Sasha, and learned what she was doing aboard the ship. Apparently, she was once held by the Mandalorians long enough to learn the speech but nothing else. And she doesn't even know any other languages from the look of it. And she escaped from them long enough to stow away on the Ebon Hawk and hide. Her original home seems to be Dantooine. Perhaps someone there could help her? It's such a tragic thing, like, to be taken so much from her home and all that. But yeah, the thing from Sasha, yeah. Oh, yes! We talked to someone about slaying the Mandalorian leader. John. Who is John? Who the hell is John? I don't remember anybody called like that. Okay, let's fly back to Dantooine. And that's okay, because mostly I was hoping to do Tatooine next stream. It's a good way to start. I figured that we wouldn't have enough to do on a stream just wrapping up loose ends in Dantooine, but there were more loose ends than I thought. So back to Dantooine. I know we just arrived on Tatooine, but we can do it with this. Hold up, something came up. Especially a girl, like, we should not keep her waiting. We'll come back to Tatooine, it's okay. Let's keep watching the cutscenes, we don't want to skip these. That was my original idea for this stream. Making it shorter than usual, maybe, but like, just wrapping up loose ends in Dantooine, it can be short enough for the time length I'm thinking about for the stream. But hopefully the game is not louder than me right now. But then I figured, it's just gonna be the Mandalorian Raiders. I can have a lot of Satsulan as usual, but and that might take me several tries to get through them. But no, we should start a little bit of Tatooine. But no, we don't have to start that much. We landed, we said a few things about it, we saw the location of the star. Well, we had a vision, a rough idea of where the Starforge piece map is. The Starforge map piece, there we go, that's more appropriate to say, I think. But yeah, we didn't actually start it. We didn't actually leave the ship to properly start on Tatooine. And the many things that will take place there. But yeah, let's see what we can do for poor Sasha and find this John person. Who the blazes is John? Super generic name. I don't remember anybody with that name. I'm bad at remembering names. You want me to... I can remember faces, I think. Pretty much. Names, the names associated with those faces, not so much. So you want me to remember one of the most generic names ever. And in Star Wars, for that matter. And you know... I feel I should have Canderous with me. So he can say something about Mandalorians. Maybe Mission and Canderous, or Bastila and Mission. No, or Bastila and Canderous. Yeah, let's do it like that. What will he say about Mandalorians? First we should talk to Bastila though. But yeah, you want me to remember somebody called John in a place of extraordinary names? Yeah, we have names such as Luke and Ben and all that, but come on. Who am I gonna remember with that blasted name? Anyway.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me? Can you help me with my little stowaway problem?
I am confident that you can deal with that on your own.
Yeah, what do you...
Can you help me with a little stowaway problem?
What? You think I don't have something better to do?
I don't think any of them will help, I guess. Maybe Mission would say something, but yeah.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
So who killed Revan then?
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
But you would have killed Revan eventually, right?
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
You're not talking about Mission Bay, of course. The mission. I wanted to imply that, yeah, you wanted to have him prisoner, but Revan was so powerful that you would have had no choice but to kill him. In self-defense. You're not going to capture him alive. He either kills you or you kill him. Is how I was trying to say it. Or maybe even consider he's too dangerous to be left alive. That mentality, but yeah. Or as a consequence of the battle, right? Again, you gotta use your full force against Darth Revan to the point that you'll end up killing him even though you wanted to take him alive. It's either that or you don't use your full force, which means he's gonna kill you. That's what I wanted to imply, but it kind of came out wrong, I guess. Greetings, Sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundil Ot Salem. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. Yes. There is a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. This is most exciting news, Sentient. Are you certain of this? Like, can we trust this guy? I guess the question is that, but something tells me we can trust him, I guess. Yes, I am. She only speaks as mattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. You have convinced me, Sentient, that your stowaway is indeed the one I seek. Would you allow me to see her? Feels like Canderous could have helped me out with that, right? Certainly, I'll bring you to my ship. Let us go there now. I am most anxious to see her. Yeah, there we go. Let's just skip ahead. I'll keep skipping the alien dialogues for now, since we kind of heard him before, but... Oh, you have aged, young Sentient. I do believe you are indeed the one I seek. I am here to return you to your father. I see that Khaiden Tajigen was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I am positive that your parents can assist you with that. This has got to be difficult for her, though. Calm yourself, child. I will take you home. He comes across as so sleazy though. Tashana is the one in Bristek. Bristek mi leisva. Lor Arka nabat. Nukis and leisva, Sasha. Leisva? Mi balki leisva? Bristek ibabu Khaiden Tajigen. Thank you for your assistance, Sentient. I am sure the girl's parents will be most appreciative of your efforts. That's the thing, because of the way his dialogue is, right? He comes across as sleazy, like he's lying, like he's gonna do something else to her, or like he's going to ask for more out of you to deliver her to her parents. Hey, if you give me a fee, if you ensure that I get a fee for this service, then I'll allow the girl to return to her parents, or something like that, right? But he's actually honest. It's just, again, the limitations of what you can say in-game. But yeah, Canderous and Bastila is how we'll do it. Who the blazes is John, and where can we find him? But yeah, we got light side points, which just proves that it was all for good. Bless her heart. Let her return to her parents. Oh, we can still talk to him. Yeah, what? Wait, can we talk to him? We can't interact with him. Oh! You're not supposed to be there anymore. Okay. Let's find this John person. I think it may have been somebody in the rooms. The guest rooms, I think we can call them, inside the academy. Neither of these people are John. Who the blazes is somebody called John in Star Wars? These, let's not talk to them right now. Jedi. Yeah, let's keep going. Wish I could go faster. Again, there's a speed boost you can use. I think Bastila can use it, but then your companions fall behind, so it's not the same thing, and we can go into solo mode. But I want to see my companions say anything. Maybe Jedi Masters do comment on these actions. It might be good to talk to them before we go back to Tatooine. We'll do that later. Sola, not you. Elise. Oh! This is the one with the droid, right?
Oh, thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost him.
It's
just so good to have him back. We're just gonna go right. Don't worry. I'm gonna hug you.
Please kill me.
Oh, no.
I guess that droid is really going to serve his master tonight.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. It's C8. Kendaro's comment, though. That was so funny. I wasn't expecting that. I wouldn't have skipped her dialogue had I known he would say that. There's the Sandral Matali thing. Where is this John person? I'm gonna just look it up in the wiki or something. Who is John? Who the blazes is that? Does anybody know anybody with this name? Wow. Canderous comment. Oh my god, that was so worth it though. Is this person around here maybe? I think they might be on the outside area. We can go there though. We can go there. Let me hear what they have to say actually. Or no, I wanted to talk to them after I completely wrapped up the Mandalorian Raiders quest by talking to this John person. Let's exit. Where's the exit again? Over here. We do it from this exit here, I think. Now, where will we find Elise and the droid? Perhaps we can still have more of a follow-up there. I thought I saw the last of them, but they were here. But now they're exiting again. Now I think we actually have lost our poor droid. What is gonna happen when she dies? Will the droid finally get free? Feel free? Right, I remember this John person now. Okay, I remember you now. There we go. I mean, especially when the faces all kind of look like each other. Yeah, because of the graphics and all that. It's also more difficult to place a face to a name. The faces I can remember and things associated with them except the name. If I forget the other things associated with them, then it's even more difficult, right? But here what makes me remember is that, okay, he's the fellow standing at this spot. Who I think was a bit aggressive, but yeah.
Have you found the Mandalorian Raiders yet?
I fought and killed their leader. We fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
There is no need for a reward.
No, please take it. This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Alright, give me a second, I'll be right back. Just checking something quickly. Omatase shimashita. We're almost wrapped up here, actually. Just had to check something quickly for a moment there. Alright. But they actually gave me light side points for this. I was gonna say, what I was gonna say actually, yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, I feel like my ADHD medication is helping me keep my trains of thought better than I thought. No rhyme intended there with the same word. But yeah. No, I remember what I was gonna say here. It felt like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bastila has said something, right? Like, hey, revenge is not the Jedi way, and you went and got a reward for getting revenge for his daughter. You're not doing Jedi things, Khaiden Tajigen. But no, we got light side points. It was all for a good cause in the end. So, it ended up okay. If Bastila disapproves, she hasn't said anything to me about it. Let's see what the Jedi Council says. Wait a minute. She does have something on her mind. We still need to talk about that, I guess. What is it, Bastila?
How can I help?
I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
I'll try not to joke around too much, since it was me who came up with the question. I mean, it said the game prompted me, but I was the one that asked the question, right? Wouldn't it be nice to ask her, and she is okay? Okay, I can tell you about myself, and then I joke about her. So no, this time I'm not gonna joke, depending on the context. All right, tell me how you joined the Jedi then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
So the Jedi separates children from their families.
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
This is an extreme too, though. It's always been a problem. Part of the Jedi's downfall, although they're kind of playing it a little bit differently in the canon continuity, but it is kind of part of it. You aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
See, I agree, but to an extent, I don't about this. And it was proven with Luke, Anakin being able to go back to the light side based on love. It's very true, though, that love can be responsible for all sorts of horrible things, but even so, in many ways it can be stronger than hate, but better to make your actions be driven by love than to make them be driven by hate. And Star Wars proves that too. That's always been my philosophy. So in that sense also, trying to lock your emotions away too much is also gonna be folly. I don't think Jedi even intended to be to the extreme I'm saying here, of being like a Cyberman in Doctor Who, right? No, not like that. They don't lose their compassion. If they have any emotion, if we can call it that, compassion is definitely there. Just don't let it cloud your judgment. I guess, an example of that would be like with that Sasha girl. I'm like, I let it cloud my judgment by becoming overprotective of her because that Twi'lek there that was getting hurt seemed too sleazy. And it's like, hey, you better speak to her, okay, all right? And I slice him open with my lightsaber and, okay, yeah, that's... Wait a minute. That could still be born out of love or compassion or all that. But yeah. Let's keep talking to Bastila, because this is important dialogue. You don't sound very convinced. No, let me say that again. You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Damn, what an absolute witch. What an absolute witch. I hope her father was better. If anything, well, I don't know if she had any siblings or any other family, but like, her father should just take that as the last thing that ties him down to that witch and just say, all right, I'm separating from you. Divorce or not. Let's part our ways. You want to do treasure hunting and get gold and all that? You dig for that gold yourself. But yeah. You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
But if a Jedi were to love, surely it wouldn't be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
That's alright, Bastila. I do want to discuss this later. And of course, we will discuss it later. Very well then, let's talk to the Jedi Council for more wisdom. We don't mention this to them, but let's see what they have to say. I feel like they might have something to say about the Mandalorian Raider situation and the thing with Sasha. The little girl. I wonder if they can comment on both. I'm going to save over this because it's possible they would have said something about the Mandalorian Raiders, about Sasha, but now I made that be overridden by the Mandalorian Raiders thing. They can't talk about both of them, I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm feeling like that might be the case. I might be remembering something, or it's just me speculating wildly, like I tend to do. Let's talk to Master Vandar, because Dorak is always just talking about archiving the archives and the history and all that.
You must not fail in your mission, young Padawan. You and Master...
The same thing as before. Master Lamar?
It is well that you are still alive, Padawan. So you heard about it. They've been harmless. You have our leave to deal with the murder.
Well, we already did that.
It is well that you are still... You have... The Council has placed the fate...
They're not saying anything about that, but we have completely resolved that. Maybe if we leave the planet and we come back, but we just come back when we have to. I'm not going to take another double trip.
May the Force be with you in your quest.
Thank you, Master Leston, Master Jar. Okay, let's see by any chance if Master Dorak has anything to say.
Greetings, young Padawan. As chronicler,
Nothing new to say. Alright. Thank you, Jedi Masters. Thank you. Alright, excellent point in which to leave it. And we can leave it at 2 hours and 30 minutes off stream today. Actually, I was originally shooting for 2 hours, as we usually do. I'm letting it become a little bit later, but it's better to leave it on this note. Actually, that works out really well, because what we usually shoot for... Let me shut down the switch now. There we go. What we usually shoot for is 5 hours, right? So this is on the very, very middle of it. So, works out perfectly. Alright, let's wrap it up right there, Tajigen. A shorter stream than usual, not as short as I thought it might be, but I did manage to avoid mostly Tatooine. It will be better to start the next stream with that. Let's see what we can do with 5 hours of Tatooine. Ideally, we're going for the full 5 hours next Friday. As we usually do, on Friday morning we'll do Knights of the Old Republic, 9 AM Central Start Time and all that. You know, until maybe some change comes in the future. Bam, 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 bam. Knights of the Old Republic represented. That sounds funny. But let's go, Khaiden, Tajigen, Jedi Superstar. Thank you everyone for watching. Saturday Night KOTOR streaming from Tajigen, Khaiden. Let's go. Sometimes I can come up with lyrics, but we adapt somehow. Yes, we adapt somehow. There we go. But yeah, we have one more stream left for this week. Tomorrow on the Twitch Dimension, FF14. Through more Stormblood and PNG Dimension. So again, the PNG right behind me, the form that you don't see here, there we go. Once again, designed by Ichinian, will be the form that I take for that. But I think I'm gonna try starting the stream like this, and then before I launch FF14, I switch to PNG tubing. I launch FF14 so I don't have any issues. And then at the end of the stream, after shutting down FF14, I switch back to this form for a little bit more movement and emotion and stuff like that, right? Because for those who don't know, my F14 streams have changed shape now. Out of necessity, I went for PNG tubing because they did a graphics upgrade that no longer works well when I have my streaming software and my VTubing software open. In this case, VC Face. If I were doing VTube Studio, it would be even worse from what I saw. I have been told before that if you have a Live 2D model, it's less intensive on the PC, less intense on the PC than a 3D model, but my experience has been the opposite so far. So yeah, one way or another though, I would have to do PNG tubing like this with BeatoTube. Last week we still had some weird issues with the graphics, but they seem to sort themselves out in the middle of the stream. We're also gonna see how things go. Hopefully there's no big scuff or anything. We'll see how it goes. And of course, any other scuff that may happen unexpectedly, like, you know, always things like internet issues or whatever, or a blackout. Something to always keep in mind. But, you know, that kind of goes without saying, since it can happen to any streamer. Or also, I may still be expecting the package. I might be expecting somebody to deliver something for me. Another kind of package. So I might have to, like, BRB for a moment and all that. I hear noises outside, and it's like, okay, give me a second to hear everyone, all right? Give me a second. Just have to check on this quickly, and then we'll be back. But yeah. Because sometimes I'm not sure if, like, they work on Sundays, but then they do work on Sundays, and it's like, oh, okay, the package was expected on Tuesday. If it's gonna arrive earlier, it's Monday, because surely you don't deliver on Sundays. Oh, yes, we do deliver on Sundays. Oh, okay. That's not an actual conversation I had. I just kind of pictured it if I were to ask them, but, yeah. I have conversations in my head a lot, partly because of ADHD, but also because of my maniacal self. I'm a great superstar, not because of my ADHD, but in spite of it. But yeah, still nice to, still kind of surreal and nice and relieving, and also kind of weird, and also kind of not the way I expected it to feel. To be able to say that out loud, huh? This was the week of discovering that. I wonder if I should still, like, say it in a message or all that, but yeah. I'll do some tweet a little bit in some way. Yeah. All right. But yeah, especially because I'm taking, like, a medication, new medication, brand new treatment and all that, starting it up, and, like, today I feel like I'll tell you this. Yesterday was actually my first day with that. Something about the things I do for a live stream and the things I keep in mind, feels like I maybe didn't feel the effects as much during the live stream. But then today, because I didn't do live streaming as much as I did yesterday for, like, the first half of the day, I did some other tasks that I needed to focus on, and I felt the effects more. I might go into more detail about that in a future stream. It's definitely worth talking about, but this is only my second day taking it. Let's see what else happens, you know? Let's see what else happens, and until I have my next appointment, I won't get any changes in the dosage and all that. Again, it's a long story, but yeah, it is worth mentioning though. It is worth mentioning. It is something that really comes into play in everything I do, including the live stream, including other things I need to do for the live stream. If anything, I think they'll get better. Hopefully they do. I don't want to rely too much on it either. See, the thing about ADHD medication is that it is hard to get. It's not just because it's controlled. Like pharmacies sometimes tend to have low supplies on it and all that. So, like, we should always be prepared. I should be prepared for times in which I can't have it. Many people with ADHD have dealt with that. Me, I'm just on the very beginning of it, since I've only had the official diagnosis recently. But, you know, at least right now I can sort of be in the honeymoon period with medication, so to speak. But, you know, it's good that it can help me. If it does help me. Again, I'm still examining how the effects feel on me, if any. But I'll tell you more about it. At least whatever it is I feel is comfortable or okay to reveal, right? From the vessel that the Star Cluster here takes. Anyway, I do hope to see you tomorrow in Final Fantasy XIV. And let's continue through Stormblood as we usually do. We have no shortage of things to say about that, right? And alright. And if you're watching the VOD and I already did that stream, whatever. I hope to see you around. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the stream, whether you're watching live or not. Alright, love you all, Tajigen superstars. Let's keep Tajigen traveling. And... Bye bye. Thank you for watching.